Now, this is a tad bit much, don't you think? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the Make-A-Wish Foundation announcing vaccination requirements for any of the kids who want to participate in their program. Now, in case you don't know, the Make-A-Wish Foundation is, as the name suggests, they literally grant wishes to children. Well, to kids between like baby age on up to 18. And these kids all have one thing in common. They are terminally ill, so they don't have much longer to live. A lot of them have cancer. They may have been born with some kind of disease, or something is going to end their life soon, unfortunately. So a lot of these kids, they want to meet their favorite athlete, baseball player, basketball player, football player. They want to go to Disneyland, Disney World, and that is a whole objective of Make-A-Wish Foundation. However, the CEO got on TV or some kind of video recording and said that if any kids want to be in the running to get a wish granted, they must be fully vaccinated. Now, before I go any further, let's roll this clip. In this clip, you're going to see the CEO say what he said with your own two eyes and hear it with your own two ears. After we get done watching that, I'll talk about what he said. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents, my deep, detailed analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Of MakeAWish America. And over the past year, we spent each day at Make-A-Wish preparing for the moment when every possible wish could safely move forward. We've approached this responsibility with a focus and diligence for your family's health and safety. Now, we've consulted with doctors and medical professionals throughout the National Medical Advisory Council, and we've been monitoring public health organizations like the CDC and the American Academy of Pediatrics. And based on their collective guidance, today we're making a big step forward in delivering hope to you, our Wish kids, and our Wish families. I'm excited to share that Make-A-Wish will resume granting air travel wishes within the United States and its territories, as well as granting wishes involving large gatherings for vaccinated Wish families as soon as September 15th of 2021. All Wish participants, including your Wish kid and any siblings, will need to be 2 weeks past completion of either a 1-dose or a 2-dose vaccine. While we won't ask for proof of vaccination, we'll ask for any adult participant to sign a letter of understanding that certifies that they and any minors participating in the Wish are vaccinated and understand the risks of traveling at this time.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, like I said from the beginning, this is too much. I understand safety and things of that nature, but come on. You're talking about terminally ill kids. What is that vaccine going to do for them? They don't have much longer to live. And the vaccine is only approved for kids over the age of 12. Make-A-Wish Foundation, you're talking about sometimes babies, toddlers. So they can't even get the vaccine. What are you even talking about? It makes no sense for him to go on TV and say something like that. No sense whatsoever. Like I said, I understand the whole thing about safety, and you want to be, vaccine aware, and you want to push the vaccine, but this is just way too much, right? You shouldn't require these kids to get the vaccine just to get a wish granted. They don't have much longer to live. They're dealing with leukemia. They're dealing with all types of crazy tumors, big brain tumors, all types of stuff. And you want to talk about getting the vaccine. Even if they could get the vaccine, they might be 12 or older. It may interfere with what they got going on. They're going to chemotherapy every day. You're talking about a vaccine? Really? Come on. This is just totally nuts. Totally nuts. And, I like Make-A-Wish Foundation. I like what they do for kids that are really going through tough times, that don't have that much longer to live. I like it. And I might even want to donate to them. But when I see things like that, I'm just like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm not going to donate. I'll give to somewhere else. I'll get to local charities, food banks, things of that nature, Goodwill. I'm not going to give 1 red cent to Make-A-Wish Foundation because of stuff like that from the CEO. I have no idea why you got on this video recording, TV, or whatever and said that. Now, I got to be fair and give you the entire story. If you Google this story, you'll see a bunch of articles that come up and say that Make-A-Wish Foundation has walked back their earlier statements. they quote unquote clarified their earlier statements. They changed what they said. They're not on this whole thing about you got to get fully vaccinated to be in line to have a wish granted. That's not entirely true, because you still have to be vaccinated to have certain wishes granted. And I'll explain. Like I said from the beginning, a lot of these kids want to meet their favorite athlete, singer, entertainer, celebrity, somebody, right? So this could just be, let's just say like LeBron James or Kevin Durant, somebody going to the hospital and visiting with the kid. That right there could be a wish, right? They can't really move around. They're not really mobile. The person who comes to them, wish has been granted, right? So for that, I think the vaccination is not required. However, if they want to go to Disneyland, Disney World, that's different. Let's say they live in Texas, right? And they want to go to Florida to Disneyland, Disney World, whatever that over there is named in Orlando. So in order to go on the flight from Dallas to Orlando, wherever they live, they got to have the vaccine. Okay. Any kind of flights, you got to have the vaccine. Any kind of large crowds, you got to have the vaccine. So although they said they walked it back and they're not really on that wave, that's not really all the way true. They have kind of amended it and clarified it, but there's still a vaccination requirement. This is kind of weird because I was told that the mask works, right? And, a lot of these kids got to wear a mask anyway because they are very sick. That's what the mask is for very sick people. So the mask should be enough, right? I mean, that's what I was told from the very beginning. You get a mask mandate, so put the mask on and you'll be good. It wasn't this whole vaccination requirement. So now you got to get the injection, but before it was the mask. So why can't the mask be used in place of the vaccine if the vaccine cannot be given or the person does not want it? That should be a fair compromise. I'm no masketeer, nor am I, a pro-vax type guy. That's just not me. If that's you, that's fine. Nothing against you. Your body, your choice, right? But why wouldn't the mask be a healthy compromise? I mean, it's just kind of strange for these companies to do things like this. Is there a financial incentive here? I'm not really sure what's going on. But to subject terminally ill, like Make-A-Wish Foundation, understand this. All these kids are sick and may pass away soon. So to make them get the vaccine when they really shouldn't be getting it, it's cruel. It's totally cruel. And I'm not really sure if there's any other charities out there that do similar things to this. But if there are other charities out there that do this, that don't have any mask requirements, that should be who we push from here on out. Make-A-Wish Foundation, they put out a statement. Like I said, they kind of walked it back a little bit, but they need to do a full apology. I've not seen an apology. Maybe there is one out there, but they need to do an apology for even putting that kind of energy out there. Like, okay, well, look, you know what? You terminally ill, you got stage 4 leukemia, whatever it is, but guess what? Take this shot too, or else you won't get to meet your favorite athlete. You won't go to Disneyland and stuff like that. Although you've been looking forward to it, you put your name in that hat. They might have even called you and say, hey, get ready to go, get your family and friends. And now, oh, well, I know you got all this, you got all kind of stuff going on. You got a port in your chest. Get the vaccine and then we'll go ahead and go forward. Totally cruel, insensitive. And this is something that a charity should know better than to do. You should know better. If you're a charity, you should know how to, talk to the public, talk to the children, interact with those who are going to be your base of donors and supporters and whatnot. They did not do a very good job. This guy was a CEO. I mean, is he a founder? Is he one of the people that started it? I have no idea who he is, but whoever he is just, he made a terrible mistake by going on TV and saying something like that. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what the CEO said from Make-A-Wish Foundation? Oh, you got to get the vaccine. How do you feel about the so-called retraction or the welcome back or the clarification? Is it any better? Like, hey, if you're just one person, you want to be in the hospital bed and meet your favorite athlete, you want to meet Bo Jackson or whatever, okay, cool. That's fine. No vaccine required. But if you want to go to Disneyland to get on the plane, you got to have a vaccine. And how does that make sense? Because last I checked, there was no vaccination requirement to get on the plane. But if you want to get your wish granted and it involves air travel, you got to have the vaccine. So Make-A-Wish Foundation may put this statement out there talking about, oh, we're sorry, we didn't mean to do it, but they still have vaccination requirements. It's just not as strict as what they were alluding to it being at first. You guys pretty much know where I'm at. I'm disgusted, quite frankly, that this charity dealing with sick kids, that's the thing we got to keep in focus. This is not just, regular normies, healthy people, sick kids that don't have much longer to live. You're going to make them get the vaccine? Really? Or they can't get their wish granted? They may have been, like I said, they may have been in the running for a while, looking forward to it. He's 10 years old. He's going to go Disneyland. Now, all of a sudden, he can't because he can't get the vaccine. Man, terrible. But hey, it is what it is nowadays, I guess. And it's not even woke. This is just really insensitive and really ridiculous and just dumb, really. That's the best word. No new word is needed to describe what's happening here at Make-A-Wish Foundation. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.